Welcome. So welcome to my next segment of Expresso with Ondrej. Today I find myself with my brother. He's a medical doctor that works at Manly Hospital in the emergency.
That's right.
Yeah. How many years have you been doing that for?
Oh, I've been there for 6 years,
Yeah.
but I've been working as a medical doctor for about 15 years. Yeah.
Okay. And he's also an author of quite a new book that he has written called Your Health Creation.
There it is.
And today I thought I'm going to ask him a few questions about that because there are some very, very interesting concepts within the book. And so I guess let's start with what inspired you to write a book, or why did you even begin to write a book?
Well, I mean, I've always had an interest in health, being a medical doctor, but as I worked in medicine for several years, I realized that there was something missing. Medicine kind of focuses on identifying problems and fixing them. But what I kind of realized is that we don't focus much on actually creating health. And I went through an episode where I lost my psycho-emotional health for a little while, and as my life unraveled and I began to lose everything that I value, I realized the immense value of health. And that's kind of when I started to focus on the question, what is health? You know, how can we create health in our lives so that we don't have to lose it in the first place? And that's been the inspiration for Your Health Creation.
Okay, so in looking through your book, you talk about, I guess, can we call it the 3 pillars of health? Or
Yeah, the 3 keys of health.
3 keys of health. So do you want to maybe, just for our listeners, tell us, just very quickly, what are the 3 keys of health as according to you?
Yeah, so what I've discovered on my sort of 5-6 year journey to write the book is that every living individual that is healthy expresses these 3 keys. And the first key is meaning. Everything that's healthy has an innate meaning that is expressed as a purpose. For example, every cell that is healthy in your body has a meaning, like muscle cells move your body, brain cells think, heart cells pump the blood. And so is true of us. If we're healthy, we have to know what our meaning and our purpose is and express it in our lives. So that's the first key. The second key is balance. Everything that's healthy is balanced, and it balances a lot of different things. For example, in our bodies, we have a balanced blood pressure. We have a balanced temperature. In our relationship, we have to balance our own needs and the needs of others. So balance is actually a key upon which health works, and if we start to lose balance in any area, we begin to lose our health. And the third key of health is harmony. So what I've discovered is that really health is a harmonious relationship between individual living things. So for every cell in your body, in order to create a healthy body, it needs to harmonize in the way it relates to every other cell in your body. And so it's true of us. If we want to have a healthy lifestyle, we need to find harmony between the way we relate to the people that are close to us, and also to people in society as a whole. And so meaning, balance, and harmony come together to create what I call vitality, which is the intelligence of health. And as we express that, we live healthy lives and we become healthy.
Great. Okay, well, thank you for that summary. And sort of reading through your book, you also have, I think you refer it to the 12 principles of health. And so we won't have time to go through all of them. I mean, obviously, this book is now published, so if you want to buy the book, then we will put onto the video how you can order it. But just as an example of maybe 1 or 2 of these principles of health, is this something that's that people can incorporate in their lives? Or?
So once you understand the general kind of what health is, which is the sort of meaning, the balance, and the harmony, I've created these 12 principles of health, and they're basically steps that you can incorporate into your own life so that you can realign your life into a healthy pathway. So as you adapt the principles, you basically start to create your life in a more and more healthy way until you step into what I call vitality, which is kind of like the experience of health. And then kind of life starts to become more healthy in a lot of different aspects, physical, psycho-emotional, and so on. So, for example,
just before you go there, something that I've sort of remembered, and correct me if I'm wrong, so this book is not really like, okay, here's the latest diet, or here's the latest exercise that you need to do because this exercise will solve your problems.
No, it's not like that. It's more about, once you understand the fundamentals of what health is, you begin to naturally behave in a healthy way. So you alter your diet that's healthy to you, that's balance and nutrition and so on. And you alter your exercise in a way that's healthy to your body. And you begin to relate to people in relationships in a way that's healthy. So it's understanding the fundamentals of it. It's not prescriptive as in like do this, do that. It's more about the values of health, and then you can do it in your own way. In fact, that's the subtitle, you know, your health, your way. Because we're all different, you know.
Yeah.
The way I exercise will be different to someone else's, you know.
Yeah.
So once you understand it, you'll be able to adapt it to you and create a healthy life for yourself.
Absolutely. So just one of the principles, do you have any, let's talk about one of the principles and maybe something that our listeners could try to incorporate to sort of start following this health creation.
Okay, so say one of the principles is what I call triple win or mutual beneficial relationships. So what you discover that individuals that are healthy try and behave in ways where they win, the other individual wins, and then the whole environment kind of wins. So for example, a cell, say a muscle cell, wants to get nutrition for itself and oxygen and nutrients, but it also wants other muscle cells to get nutrients and oxygen. And then it's also thinking about the whole body as a whole, and it wants the whole body to succeed because it understands that it's a part of a system, and then if the body succeeds, then it will actually benefit itself.
Yep.
So this triple win is true for cells. Now for us, say if we need to behave in ways that we win, then our significant others or the people in close relationships win as well, and then the whole society has to win, because that will benefit us. If society is successful, then that will flow back to us, and then we'll be successful. And if people close to us are successful, it basically all is interconnected, just like the cells in the body. Mm. And so, triple win is one of the principles of health. So the exercise that I do is often what people do is they get into this trap where they want to win and make somebody else lose. And so if you get into these scenarios where you think, okay, I'm going to win, you know, somebody has to lose so that I can feel better about myself, or that I can succeed, somebody else has to lose. Or if you're thinking, you know, I'm a loser, somebody else is the winner, either one is on a healthy position. So what you have to do is stop and say, what can I do in this scenario so that everyone benefits? How can I win? How can they win? And how can we make it beneficial for the whole group? And when you find the creative solution for that, you start to behave in a healthy way, and everything starts to become vital and vibrant, and it can grow instead of stagnate. You know?
Yeah, sort of reminds me a little bit like, I think it's one of the principles, sort of look after yourself, look after your house, and then when you look after your house, the state, you know, wins as well. And it's and that's one of the 12 principles, and there's another 11. Yep. So it sounds to me like people could read this book and really start, I guess, reflecting more about how they engage with life.
That's
how
correct.
They look at life.
Yeah. So all of it's actually about us. It's who we are, because one of the important aspects of the book is to realize that you can't really control other people or things. You can try, but you have to force it. And when you force it, you kind of lose. It becomes a fight, and then you get conflict, then you lose health.
Yep.
So what you realize is that really you have to do it in a way that's where you shift yourself. So there's this kind of quote that I like, you know, if you're sailing, the pessimist, you know, curses the wind if it's going in the wrong direction. And the optimist wishes that the wind will change. But the realist changes the sail so that catches the wind in the right angle. And this is the same thing about health. You know, you don't want to be an optimist, you don't want to be a pessimist, you want to be a realist. You want to actually change the way you are so that you're catching the wind in the right way, so that your life goes into the healthy pathway, instead of just sitting there either cursing or hoping that something will happen.
Great. All right. Well, thank you for that. I guess what we're going to do is we're going to, on the video, put a couple of links. Matus actually has created a professional video, a little bit better than Expresso with Ondrej. So we'll put the link to that if you really want to get a bit of understanding. And if you are interested in finding out more, you can always contact Matus. We'll put his details there.
That's right.
And we'll put a link to the website where you can actually purchase this.
That's www.yourhealthcreation.com.
That's basically the title of the book.
That's right.
All right. So thank you for tuning in with Expresso with Ondrej, and I will see you again soon.
Thank you.